It's Monday, so it's time for another edition of 3 Point Stance presented by Mountain Dew. Meghan, Triplett, Rose are here with you to talk about the weekend that was. And let's start in the NBA, Rose, because even though it feels like it was forever ago, Friday night's game between Golden State and the Boston Celtics, Golden State able to even the series at 2-2. But the guy we're all talking about right now is Steph Curry for the performance that he put on and put the team on his back. 43 points, 10 rebounds. He was 14 of 26 from the field. Roser, how does Steph Curry's performance stack up for you?
It's one of the best of all time. It's if they go on to win the series, it's going to. This is going to be his. When you look at what Steph Curry has accomplished in his career, you're going to put this finals performance at the very top. Because also he will win finals MVP if they win. And he does not have one of those awards yet. And I've said that this is just me. It matters to some people. It doesn't matter to others. But we were talking before the finals and some people are saying Steph Curry is the top 10 player of all time. And I'm like, well, when you go down the list of the top 10 players of all time, whether it's Kareem, Wilt, Russell, Jordan, LeBron, Bird, Magic, Shaq, Duncan, they all have finals MVPs. So on the biggest stage, they were regarded as the best player. Curry doesn't have that. So he needs to win one of those if I'm going to start talking about him in that line of, with those lines of players. And look, there's no doubt about it. If the Warriors win, he will win finals MVP and we can have that discussion. It was absolutely incredible. I do think, Boston, their offense just kind of stalled down the stretch. Steve Kerr made great adjustments, kind of not having Looney and Green on the court as much together, but essentially benching Draymond Green, realizing that this is what's best for the team. It was absolutely amazing. It was absolutely an amazing performance. I've called Steph Curry in this series king of the third quarter because you look at his third quarter numbers and they've been insane, and his fourth quarter numbers have not been good. That was different the other night, and hats off to him. And I'm going to take a ton of crap for it today on the Chris Vernon Show.
Oh, it's coming. So I won't give you a lot of mess because you picked Boston in 6, correct?
Yeah, I picked Boston at the beginning of the playoffs.
Okay.
So I'm still sticking with Boston.
You're still sticking with Boston. I got Warriors in 7. When we're talking about Steph Curry, I don't need Steph Curry to win the finals MVP to say that he's one of the top 10. And as Dwayne Wade said, and as he posted on his Instagram and Twitter, that this guy needs to be put up there when it comes to the Mount Rushmore. I don't know why there's so much hate around Steph Curry. I think what I love about Steph Curry is Steph Curry is going to play his game. And when you saw in a must-win game, as Golden State put it, Steve Kerr put it, Steph Curry put it that way as well, it was a must-win game for his Warriors group. It was Steph Curry that led that entire charge. And he's led the entire charge for the numbers that he's put up in this and that he's averaging against Celtics, which I think Celtics is a better team, but Golden State just to me just is gonna. They've
got the best player. Golden State's got the best player. I do believe Boston has the better all-around team, but yes, Golden State has the best player.
Can we agree? Because the next time I talk to you, this will be over. If it goes to 7, if it goes to 6, however it works out, this will be over by next Monday. Roser, regardless of how this happens, if Celtics win, can we agree that Steph Curry will probably get an MVP vote, just like we saw in the last series between the Celtics and Miami with Tim Bontemps from ESPN gave a vote to Jimmy Butler? Like, Steph Curry has to get a vote because of what he's done.
Oh, yeah. But it'll be similar to when, when Iguodala won.
Yeah.
When Iguodala won finals MVP, it's because they couldn't give it to LeBron. Like, LeBron I think he got a couple of votes, but like LeBron was the best player in that series, but his team didn't win. So they had to give it to somebody else. And Curry and Clay and those guys were not good enough. So Iguodala got it.
So the biggest thing is that the series is now tied 2-2. The Warriors now have gotten home court advantage. The Warriors have proven to be a team that that can win after a loss. The Celtics have proven to be a team in this playoffs to win after a loss. And now here we got 3 more games left. Who could be the last one standing? It keeps working out the way it has worked out. We'll see with Game 7 in San Francisco. Do you have a pick for tonight's game?
Celtics.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Warriors. I think spice it up, change it off from out of the norm. I'm gonna go with the Warriors. They're going back home, and so let's see what happens. Let's move on to something that's also really intriguing right now. And Rosa, you're gonna update me on a lot because I'm so confused of what's happening with LIV, the golf tournament, and PGA spending a lot of guys. What's going on?
So this is all done by Saudi Arabia, the country, and they are starting this own golf tour. It's only 3 rounds. They do it in teams. The prize money is crazy. It's way more than the PGA Tour. And they are offering guys on the PGA Tour just money up front just to come and even play, even addition to the prize money. So Dustin Johnson withdrew membership from the PGA Tour. He was the first name to do it, and he's one of the biggest names on the PGA Tour, multiple-time major winner. He's won a ton of tournaments. He's won a tournament on the PGA Tour every year he's been on tour. So he is one of the biggest golfers in the world, and he resigned from the PGA Tour. And that tour paid LIV, LIV, whatever, Saudi. They paid him $125 million just to even go play. So that's even 125 flat just to go play. And then he can win all the purse money on top of it for the tournaments and whatever he, wins there. His career earnings on the PGA Tour are $75 million. That's since 2012. He just got $125 million to go play, just to go play it on this tour, just up front. Here's $125 million to go play. Bryson DeChambeau has withdrawn his membership and is going to play on this tour whenever he gets healthy. Sergio Garcia. I mean, you're talking about major winners, like guys who have, Phil Mickelson, who's an older player, but also won the PGA Championship, not this year, but the year before he won the PGA Championship, multiple-time major winner. I mean, you have big names that are playing on this thing. And I do think it's only the beginning of this. You will see more guys jump over there and playing it in the PGA Tour. All these guys are considered independent contractors on the PGA Tour, which means if you're an independent contractor, you should be free to go work wherever else, right? PGA Tour doesn't want them to do that. They're not going to let them play on the PGA Tour if they're playing on that tour. So it's only they're independent contractors until it doesn't apply, until it's not a benefit to you. It's very NCAA-esque is what it sounds like the PGA Tour is. And none of this stuff, if it does go to court, will hold up in the PGA Tour's advantage.
So question for you. Will this affect the U.S. Open at all?
No, Dustin Johnson. So that's the thing. The PGA Tour does not control any of the major tournaments. They do not control the Masters. They do not control the U.S. Open. The U.S. Open is controlled by the USGA of America. The British Open is, or the Open Championship is controlled. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's one of those golf, big organizations in England. And the PGA Championship is handled by the PGA of America. So it's not, none of the majors are handled by the PGA Tour. So it will be up to the majors if they allow these guys to play. The USGA has said, these guys are allowed to play in our tournament this week. It's the U.S. Open's this week. So they are allowed to play in the U.S. Open.
Okay.
They said this was our criteria you had to do to be able to play in the U.S. Open. This is what we stated going like last season after the U.S. Open to play in this year's U.S. Open. This is the criteria you had to do. Okay, well, these guys have hit that criteria. We're not going to not allow them to play. And Dustin Johnson's a U.S. Open winner. So.
Okay, this is intriguing. I just love like drama, so this is giving.
Oh, it's drama. There's
drama.
A lot of and all these guys who play. Like I said, they're going to play in the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
That means they're going to be talking to the media this week too.
Ooh, so drama and money, two things I love to hear. And then you got cameras.
They make the world go round.
That is very true. That is very true. Okay, Roser. I got so intrigued with this story that I forgot our third.
I actually got you interested.
What was our third topic for?
Last one in Stanley Cup Finals. The Lightning are
That's
going
right.
for a three-peat. It starts Wednesday night. The Lightning are going for a three-peat. They're playing the Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche are regarded as, I think, the best team in hockey this year. They do have a guy I think that is must watch. I started watching him in the playoffs this year. I heard his name and I was like, I gotta watch this guy. So I started watching him against the Blues. Holy crap! Nathan MacKinnon. This kid, Nathan MacKinnon for the Avalanche. And the Avalanche have a bunch of good players, but Nathan MacKinnon, he's one of those players like, when you saw Ovechkin or you saw Crosby or Mario Lemieux or even Connor McDavid, one of these guys, like when they touch the puck and they skate with it and move, it just looks different from everybody else out there. You can just tell like, okay, that guy's really good. Nathan MacKinnon. So
you got Colorado Avalanche. Is that your pick, the Avs?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Avs.
All right. Well, I'm going to go the other way because I just like for a story.
Take the Lightning. Three-peat. Three-peat's tough.
This is the time for me to
By the way, anniversary today of Kobe and Shaq's Lakers three-peat, which was the last NBA team to three-peat.
You're saying that there's a okay. So I got teams that say Lightning. I got a friend that's a Lightning fan. Jessica's going to hate me for not picking the Avs. And my other friend, but look, I'm going Lightning. I like history to be made. So we'll have to wait and see. This is the time where I get all involved in College World Series, Women's College World Series, and now the Stanley Cup. So here we go. You got Avs, I got Lightning. That's all the time we have for this edition of 3 Point Stance.